Directly. All right. So you essentially need to know the same things, but a couple things differently. One is behind the camera, the things you need to worry about, and what you need to do in front of the camera. So first things first, safety is the most important thing. So you want to make sure that you have your mats, your pads, your protective equipment for the body, like all those things. Outside of that, you want to look for somebody who knows some type of fall training, because falling is usually the main thing that you're going to do in the movie. You want to learn how to fall forward, fall backwards, roll, get thrown, take punches, the whole nine. So let's start with that, your fall. You have two main falls, and then everything is a variation off of that. As a stunt coordinator or a person who is the actor, your front fall is usually your hardest fall, and then your back fall is easy. I know that sounds weird, but the front fall is usually the hardest to learn because you see it coming. That's usually why. When you fall, you usually use the fattiest portions of your body. So when you fall, this is where you want to land. You never want a person to fall down and just go like this, because this is where you injure your wrists, your elbows, or things of that nature. And the second thing is you want to turn your head when you fall. So don't keep your head this way, turn. So if you were training somebody to fall, you start them from their knees, like this. And then hands will be forward and fall. I'll step back. So it's like this. You also probably want to let out a little bit of air. That so that you don't like knock any wind like out of you, but that's typically your front fall. From there, your back fall, you would start from here, and once again, you would go with the fattiest portion of your body. You don't necessarily go straight back because of this, unless you have protective gear, which that would be a gator back or some type of padding for your back. Then you can go straight back. The next thing is tucking your chin. You don't want to hit the back of your head when you go back. So your backwards fall, you technically would choose a side. So in that side, you come down to your side. So I use all of that on the side. I bring my hand out as a stopper. Then I bring one leg up to sort of keep me in balance. So from there, every fall is a variation of that. Probably your last fall deals with like a front tuck or a roll or something of that nature. And that's usually for when somebody does like a shoulder throw or anything like that. So your front roll is shoulder to opposite hip. And you shoot one hand through. So that's how you would roll through. But if you're getting beat up, you would down. And I'm not hurt. So that's typically how you'll fall. Does anybody want to try any of these?
I'm good.
You want to try it? I can't.
You got your number for your car in case you
Yeah, I got my speed.
And you have to promise, Stacy, that I did not tell you to do this.
No, you didn't.
$20, I'll agree.
You did this on your own.
Yeah.
So we start with the front. We come down to our knee. Hands up front. Good. Alright, when you fall forward, pick the side to turn your head. Ready?
Yeah.
And fall. Oh, that was good, but I noticed one thing.
Maybe I'll go.
This hand came down.
Instead of mine.
Right. And the reason that happens, remember, that's because you innately
Want to protect myself with my hands.
right. You want to do that because you don't want to mess up your wrist. So make sure it's right. You should feel it here first. Ready?
Yeah.
And go. Good. That's good. That's good. So that's our front fall.
Okay.
You want to try a back fall, or somebody else want to try a back fall? That was good.
Is that a Life Alert commercial?
So, now we're going to move on to the next part that is easier than people think. And that's throwing a punch, receiving a punch, and how the camera should react to the punch. Now, when you're doing a movie, a fight scene involves 3 people, not 2. 2 fighters and your camera. These 3 people are what's going to make that fight feel like a fight. If I have somebody in front of me, anybody want to be?
I'm good. Call my wife.
So, I'm going to throw a punch at Rich. He's going to react to this punch, and you're all going to see it. Ready? Go. Nope. You gotta act like.
Well, I got a reaction, okay.
Ready? Go. Did it look real?
Too far away.
Did it again? Did it look real? No, it's never going to look real, guys. It's never going to look real because I'm doing it from the side. Now we're going to switch.
Yeah, that's what it is. Hey,
This is called stacking. You're the camera. We're the fighter. As long as we're at an angle where it looks real, it'll always look real. So even if I did it this way, as long as we cross the line between your eyes and the subject that's getting hit, you're always going to have a hit that looks real. It can be 5 inches away. It doesn't matter how close it is. This keeps you safe. So if I throw a punch from here and he reacts to it, as long as you stack, it will look real. In terms of your reaction to getting hit, that's what makes a fight. I can throw the most amazing kicks and really cool moves, but if the person getting beat up does not look like they know how to get beat up, the fight will never look good. So getting beat up is more important than knowing how to fight.
All these years I've been training.
And I didn't even know that. That is how movie fights work. So, an example, I'm going to have you throw a hook at me. So let's go with the hook at me. Yep. So here. So go ahead and throw your hook. Ready? Go. How'd that look?
yeah.
Nice. Right? Do it again.
Now have that.
All right, do it again.
Woo!
Getting beat up is what makes the fight.
Exactly.
So you have to learn how to get beat up in order for a fight to be good. So all your reactions, you here, your neck, relax. Think about how a punch or kick is thrown, so that when somebody throws it, you move in the right direction, you go relax, and then you go hard when it's supposed to. Like, for instance, when he throws his punch, I act like I get hit, then I relax it down. You can sell all the force, like force depends on how you write the fight or how you want the fight to go. And that's exactly how you'll make the person move. Also, it's very good to incorporate the fight or make the fight work with your story. Don't just say, I need a fight scene. When you're making your fight, think about the situation.
Right.
Is this a fight to the death? Is this just a friendly battle? Like, all those things like matter because a fight has its own story. Don't look at a fight as, okay, we just need a fight scene here. It's not, no, the fight is a story in itself. And this struggle needs to go along with the story, the overall story that's being told. So keep that all in mind when you're making your fights. Any questions? No? Okay. Thank you. So, who would like to be, oh,
I don't want to be anything, but. What's up here? How many times have you been hitting the chops by somebody that's overzealous throwing punches at you?
not too much. I can't really think of a time, not even in a recent time that it's happened. Mainly because when I do fights for anybody, we usually train maybe a month or so before we actually get to the fight. And which brings me to a fight in a movie is a dance. It's just a violent dance. Rehearse. There's nothing wrong with rehearsing. That's what's gonna make your fights, your action sequences and everything better. Think of doing all of your fights, action sequences, things of that nature like a play. Plays, rehearse. Then when it's showtime, they're ready to go. You want to be that way because most everybody here is an indie filmmaker, right? Time is very important because that's your currency, really, as an independent filmmaker. So, rehearse. Get the actors together, make them feel each other out, make them pretty much dance. And once they dance with their partner, they're gonna be good. And it keeps injuries low. I've had maybe on set, maybe one bad injury. And I didn't know it was a bad injury because the fighter didn't tell me. He had dislocated his finger while we were fighting. They were doing some jujitsu on the ground. You know, I said cut, he got right up, put his finger back in place. And then like I found out the next shoot that he was like, oh yeah, I dislocated my finger. So he had got his finger caught in the person's shirt. Ooh. So, but generally mistakes or injuries don't happen so long as you rehearse. So I always tell people rehearse. Rehearse your fights, rehearse your action sequences, even have your camera guys there. Because as long as the camera guy is there, he has an idea of how he'll film it. That makes your shoot day quicker, more efficient. And even as the director, now you sort of already have an idea of what you're going to be doing that day. Any other before I move on?
I don't know if you're going to cover this or not, but because you said it's like a dance and because you said it's sequential, as someone who doesn't know anything about combat but also can't afford you, how do I know what that dance should look like?
What's the easiest way? You would look at movies that have that example.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like, hey, I sort of want to fight like a brawl, start looking for those movies and then start cherry picking things out of that to make your fight, you know what I mean? And then from there you can sort of like use that video to say to somebody, say, I want you to do this move here, and then right after that move, do this move. You know? That would be the easiest, you know, way to do it. But if you know somebody who does boxing classes, martial arts classes, or something like that, maybe give them a, you know, talk to them, see if they would be interested in, you know, possibly doing something like that. And talk to them about those examples, like, hey, you know, I'm looking to do something like this. You said you can help me create something, you know what I mean? And that's an avenue.
A follow-up question.
Because that's how I started.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I think a follow-up question would be, in horror films, they're not always fighting with the person, they're sometimes fighting with a spirit that is unseen, and so they're reacting to nothing, in fact, which he had to do in my film. Mm-hmm. So do you have any advice for that, reacting to something that is not actually happening?
Yes. It's the same thing, it's acting.
Yeah.
So like if he's getting beat up or whatever, he has to act like he's getting beat up, which in turn means he has to do those movements and motions. So if I was like, something was about to, you know, some visibility here. You know what I mean? Like, you have to act those things out. Like, no matter what, it's physical action.
I did a movie like that. I made a little own movie right there where I was in a house and it was haunted.
Yeah.
And the ghost was whooping me all up. Luckily, I had the sound effects and they said, that's funny. I said,
Yeah, and that's what it's about. That's from there. It's the physical action. So as long as they can physically pull those things off, like somebody's, grabbing them, attacking them, and stuff like that, you're good to go. Like it's really up to the individual. That remember what I said, getting beat up is important.
I'll give you a great movie to look up for getting beat up. That would be Evil Dead with Bruce. He gets beat up. He beat someone. Because his hand was infected.
Yeah.
Get that one.
Yeah.
Evil Dead.
That's
That's an action one, ain't
a
it?
good one.
Yes, it is, man.
Oh, I was just going to
With a
give
saw.
an unconventional answer to your question. Pro wrestling. In general, pro wrestling is the art of dudes getting beat up and pretend taking punches and
Take it
kicks.
back.
So I was going to say, like, there's plenty of highlight clips you can find of WWE or AEW if you want to watch indie wrestling, where a lot of guys have different martial art styles or fight styles. But at least when I try to do fight choreography, I think of pro wrestling and how they tell stories through getting body slammed and kicked and punched.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. He's absolutely right. Anybody else? Anybody wanna do a fight game? No?
I mean,
I'll fight somebody.
Alright.
While they're walking down, what's your background in? Like, where you go to schools? Is yours more hand-to-hand? Are you into knives and other accessories? Are you into swords? Are you into weapons? Are you into horses? Like, what's your specialty?
Kempo, I came from Kempo, trained under my father, he trained under Ken Ferguson's Kempo Karate School. I also studied Aikido, Silat, Krav Maga, and Jiu-Jitsu. And I incorporate swords, knives, and guns typically, because I typically call them for samurai fights, knife fights, and gun fights.
Gotcha. Thank you.
I end up doing a lot of CQC lately, so.
yes.
So,
What are you doing, sir?
let's see. So we got 3 people. Who wants to be the good guy?
I always want to be a good guy.
All right, be the good guy. That means you feel like beating him up.
Sweet.
What? Wait, let me be a bad guy.
All right. You guys are gonna come up with the story. What's the story? What? Good guys, bad guys. What's the story?
They was always about to rob somebody.
Okay. They're about to rob somebody. So that means they're gonna rob
The good guy.
the good guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Couldn't they rob the bad guy?
Well, you might have stopped them from robbing somebody.
Oh, okay.
So we got robbers. What are they robbing? What are they taking from him? Are they taking from something? All right. Is he saving somebody?
I didn't like the way you looked at me.
Anybody?
I want that copy of Miracle.
There we go.
Give me the DVD.
You just got out of class
He just got out of class.
being taught that martial arts does everything to avoid a fight. And you're confronted by 2 people that are going to challenge that because they want something that you have. What do you do?
So you guys want something that he has. All right.
His prescription on this topic.
Prescription.
Yes.
You want his prescription.
It's physical, I don't want to be.
Yeah, let's move those out the way.
They don't want my
I feel
glasses.
like I should take anything out of my pocket just in
Yeah,
case.
if you got stuff in your pocket, you take
I'll hold your wallets.
That's what they want.
Alright. So they're trying to take his prescriptions. He's just getting out of class.
Wait, my prescriptions are coming out of a drugstore?
He's just coming out of martial arts class. You're trying not to fight,
They want us nitro.
and we're gonna have one person come up to start the fight.
Yeah.
So who you want?
We're gonna have you because you're younger.
Sounds good.
Alright? So
Yeah, I was in my protege.
he comes out of class, and you say,
Hey, old man. See that prescription in your pocket. Can I have some?
No, I'll just stay away from it.
You sure?
It's not gonna end well for you, okay?
I think it went in well for
I
you.
don't think it's gonna end
and
well.
cut. Alright. So now we're gonna have you reach for him, right? So you'll reach out for him. you just got out of martial arts class, so you're gonna do martial arts, so reach for me. So when you reach, grab, I want you to take his hand, go like this, bring him down. You go down to the knee. Boom. Ah. He comes in. Before he comes in, like, how is your balance? What do you think? What moves are great for you?
For me,
Like, what do you feel? Like,
I'm gonna take his leg off.
So, you're gonna get ready to walk. He gets ready to walk in, and you go, here,
Right.
here, ah, there.
I've already-
Alright, so let's go in.
Okay. Hey, old man, I want your prescription. It looks pretty nice. Well, I think.
Now, he didn't do the exact things I wanted to do, but he kept it going.
Yes.
That's a good thing. He reacted. He missed his cue, fell right over, but it's still right? Well, he keeps you in the leg, right? You're supposed to go down,
Oh, and then
look
you
up,
punch.
boom,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
But the good thing that they did was they kept going. And if that tape was good, you got an extra thing. Let's do it again.
Okay. Hey, old man, that prescription looks nice. Can I have some?
I don't think so.
I think.
Look here.
Old man, huh?
That's good, guys. That is good.
That's like we're doing that imitation of, when he did on Living Color, when he asked, this is Sugar Ray, and he's showing them fight with Mike 50.
So,
I'm sorry.
all right. Now we're going to concern ourselves with rhythm. They look generally decent. But one thing is, it feels a little chaotic. So we want to streamline. So when he comes in, we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the dance.
Okay.
Let's try it again. And go.
Hey, old man, prescription looks nice. Can I have
I
some?
don't think so, man.
Well, I think I should have some.
Solid punch. All right, let's do it over. Now, now here's the thing. When you're throwing a punch,
That's fine. I was actually right above the 10.
so here's the thing. Remember,
Yeah.
you don't hit for real, right? So, come on over here. What is the thing that I did here? Notice, it goes down. I go here. Boom. So, what does it do? It crosses the line. It makes it look real. It makes it. The burden is up to him to make it look perfect.
I think they're going slower with you, and then him backing up, they are approaching,
Right.
and then it's moving the scene,
Right.
and they're going faster.
Well, here's the thing, and this is always going to happen on your fights. They always go fast. They never go slow. If I go to them and I say, I want you to go 5%, they're going to go 50. If I say, I want you to go 50%, they're going to go 110. So you're going to have to keep coaching them until they get it down. And the funny thing is, what happens here, this is the rehearsal.
Right.
This is how the rehearsals go. So him getting punched in the face in rehearsal is, it happens. You don't want to do it on set, but this is rehearsal. So let's go ahead and run it again.
I'm a little more nervous. Not gonna lie about that.
So we're gonna run it slow again. Remember, it's punch in front of the face, not on the face.
They're at least not the same spot.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Ready and go.
Hey man, those meds look nice. Can I have some? I think I should.
I'm sorry. So that one.
Sorry, young. I'm a heavy guy.
So now we gotta work on that again. It's still timing. So when you go to the grab. Nope. Turn me this.
This way.
Boom. Down. Now, here,
Bam.
boom,
Bam,
boom.
bam.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slow it down.
I'm sorry, because you're gonna come fast.
So slow it down. Ready?
Okay, okay.
And go.
Are we doing slow here?
Slow.
Hey man,
Oh, we're gonna do
Hey,
it.
man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So stagger your come in.
Okay.
So he'll come in.
Okay.
Your cue to come in is when he
He goes on his
goes
knee?
to his knee.
Okay.
Ready? And go.
Hey man, those meds look nice. Can I have some? I think I should.
2.
I didn't feel that. If he go past my face, I could probably react better.
Assume after he kicks you and you go to your knee, a punch came.
Okay. All right, I'll do it.
Let's run it.
Wait, I got him in the leg
So
and
you
then I
go
gotta
boom,
punch him.
boom.
Right,
Right.
that's what I did.
Right. So boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's this, bam,
Now.
bam, and then bam.
So on that note too, when he comes in, so you come in, boom, he goes here,
Right.
extend, boom.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All right, ready?
Hey man, those meds look nice. Can I have
I
some?
don't think so.
I think I should.
It's getting smoother. And that's why you hurt. You gotta keep doing it over and over until it becomes muscle memory. Each of them are starting to look better and better. Do it one more time.
Hey man, those meds look nice. Can I have some?
I don't think so.
I think I should.
Change the script.
So let's make it easier on you. It's let's go 2 hands. So what happens is
Okay,
here.
it comes in
He
here.
reaches in.
You bring him this way, right?
No. You grab him, boom, boom.
Okay.
So go
So
one,
it's this way,
one,
and then
two.
like this.
Yeah, right. He
Okay,
comes in,
right.
you'll hold him,
Okay, okay, hold him, bam,
boom,
and then come off of it. Okay,
boom.
oh, okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah, that's good.
And go.
Hey man, those meds look nice. Can I have some?
I don't think so.
I think I should.
So now that we're generally getting that fight good, there's one last thing that needs to happen. That's the heroic pose. When he's done, he's got to stand heroically over them in victory. So you, and then you're just like, yeah. You know what I mean?
No,
All right. Let's put it together. Zip. And action.
Hey man, those meds look nice. Can I have some?
I don't think so, man.
I think I should.
Yeah, sucker. That's all you, old man. That would've been me.
I have a second degree black belt in Taekwondo, so I've taken a few hits of that.
Okay.
All right. So that generally is like a session of if we were training, what you would need to do, how you do it. You saw things can happen. As long as everybody's not going crazy, nobody will get terribly hurt. I mean, and if you do see somebody sort of getting overzealous and they can't seem to control themselves, it's time to recast. There's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem on yourself. Any other questions? Concerns? No?
Just from a production standpoint, do you have any clues when people are asking you to do something about what you've been hired for? Like, is there a standard upgrade to do a fight, or a different rider that you're adding on to the contract?
You're talking about in terms of like the action,
Mhm.
like if you're.
You weren't supposed to fight, and then they say, oh, we want this character to have a fight.
Then you have to hire somebody in, hire in your stunt coordinator. That's of course more cost. Probably talk to the producer. Be like, hey, we want to add this. Start reading. If you have a writer who's already on, you can do a rewrite, or you can of course do that add-on. But you want to talk to the producer, try to get the funds to get that person in, because you don't want to not have somebody there for safety. Another one too that you might want to get is a medic. So if you have a friend
Yes.
who's in that, have a medic on set. It's very helpful to have somebody there with some type of medical training when you're doing any, type of stuff. So if, you're in there and you realize, oh, we sort of need, this has a fall.
Mhm.
We didn't realize that this has a fall. We need to do something about it. Get that stunt coordinator in there so that they can train them to fall. They'll have the mats, they'll have the pads, and make it happen. And the cost ranges, it depends. A lot of them started off at about $750, and then of course
Right. So any clue on how to respond as an actor when they're just adding this onto your role? When they've asked you, oh, can you do this?
So when you're an
A little bit louder,
actor
please.
and they want to know, can you do
Well, no, when they just decide that your character is going to do that and they don't want to give you any more money.
Just tell them you're not trained in it.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to do it, I can't do it. Yeah, they can't throw
Special
something on you
credentialing.
you just can't do. And I mean, if you can do it, then hey, you're going for it. Like, hey, I can do my stunts. I know how to do my stunts.
I had to do some stunts where I was, we were in a movie and apparently it's everything in the house is supposed to just slide over to the right. So they hooked us in this thing and he had a forklift on the side. So I had to stay in there and everything and I had to do my role. And they had the pad for me and everything. And it looked good when they finally showed it. It looked great, but I was like, wow, this is cool.
I've been eaten by aliens twice. complete with tracks and blood guns and spurting and hours in makeup and all kinds of different things going on flying through the air. It's kind of fun.
My alien was a jello mold. A jello mold with eyes.
But it's always tricky when you're just kind of, because I had to fall backwards in a skirt and they trained me how to do that.
How many walls or windows or cars you've been thrown into or thrown people into?
You said windows, walls, cars. Cars, maybe one or two. Windows, none, thank goodness. I've gone through a lot of tables and I've gone down a lot of stairs. And when it comes to, I've did stunt coordinating for somebody else being thrown through. But your windows are usually sugar glass.
Right.
You can still get hurt, but not too much. As long as you have as long as you have your pads and it's the sugar glass, 9 times out of 10 you'll be fine.
See, that's fun for me. That's the interesting part.
Like bottles over the head, stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of fights.
Have you ever worked with any contortionist and possession type of stunts?
No, but I would love to.
Cool.
I wish I knew somebody who was a contortionist.
Yeah, well, I'm that flexible, but that's what I kind of want to do is more use my yoga. So in my yoga stances, try to keep my strength.
Can you move around in those poses?
Yeah, we do a spider pose and walk around.
That's perfect, yes.
And then, I had another one.
I got one. So this isn't universal, but and you see more group fighting with like old kung fu movies and stuff like The Matrix and what have you. You're just taking on 2 people at once. But there was something I noticed and I saw in a lot of movies growing up where your hero, your main character, he comes into a room, he's surrounded by a bunch of bad dudes, and in normalcy they'd go after him together. But even though there's a bunch of people there, he's fighting one guy at a time.
Yeah.
So what is that called and why do they do that? And not every film, but a lot of films.
They
do that.
do that because it won't look good. Like everything about film is about it looking good. So when you have somebody come in one or two at a time, you can make that look good. I'd probably say the person who's the best at getting jumped with multiple people on screen is Jackie Chan.
Yes, he is.
He sort of understands how to have like a group of people. But in Kung Fu movies, and some movies today still use the method where there's a whole bunch of people around and they're just doing this.
Yeah, they're moving around with their weapons and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I was
It's
thinking.
mainly because we need stuff to look chaotic and look good, but if they all came in at once, it just wouldn't.
Right.
And it'd be over too quickly.
Yeah, it would be over. And so everything is more about looking good than realism. And that's rule number one. I have that feeling about guns. I know people, there's a lot of gun enthusiasts who get mad that they didn't, reload, or they didn't do, this, or that's not tactically right.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? My thing is, why do I want to show people the right way to do things?
Right.
Let them go get a training for that.
Yeah, this is a fantasy thing.
Right.
This is, yeah.
Like, I don't want people out here, like John Wick. I want them to not know how to, reload or do what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Do you ever make any of your weapons or mats or DIY, anything like that?
I've done a couple swords, but I usually order, lately, I order a lot of my parts from TV. Swords, guns, like especially the guns, because now they're plastic, they look real, they actually have blowback and eject casings, so they look great on camera, and they're super safe. Like I don't have to, I can add visual effects now and get my
And sound effects.
Yeah. So I would tell anybody if you need guns or swords, knives, team. Like easily. They're cost effective, they're actually good quality surprisingly, and they come pretty fast. They usually about
Sometimes life sucks.
Sometimes. You gotta read that description.
Yes.
So,
Can you talk a little bit about some of the challenges with falling downstairs? 'Cause that looks complicated.
the biggest thing, it becomes more challenging, as crazy as it sounds, it becomes more challenging the less clothes your character wears. So if I'm in a nice sweatsuit, I'm gonna have pads all everywhere. You know what I mean? But if the character is in some shorts and a t-shirt, now we might have a little bit of a problem. You know what I mean? Now there's camera tricks that you can use. Like I personally like to, if I have somebody go down the stairs, it might start, like they might get a roll or like they'll stumble, and then we'll get them down to the last like 3, then continue the roll. Right. So always remember, you're filming a movie, it's like magic. The only thing, everything is real that you show. So what you show is what the audience perceives as real. So you don't have to show the whole throw. Even like on a fall like this, if I wanted a fall to look harder, maybe the start of a punch, he'll fall back and then it'll be like, all right, start from here now, and then action, and then he'll make it look worse. And then I'll cut those two together. So just think it all the way through, break it down, and that's how you can make it safer and brutal at the same time.
Yeah, Climbing Sutra out of Las Vegas, they do all the vests and climbing wire gear for Cirque du Soleil. They've actually come up with a vest that they can wear under their swimsuits, and you can't see it. It's amazing what they can do with that vest now.
Like anything.
You're just telling me about it.
Yeah, I'm like, that's probably expensive. Because I have vests, but I usually have to, put a shirt that's a little bit bigger. You cut your hole in, and you're good. There's also ripcord cables where if you want somebody to twirl. Those are the two that I've done the most. A lot of times I get called for somebody to get shot with a shotgun, so they put the vest on and they just pull back, you know. Anything, I've had one where somebody got kicked across the floor, so they got swept, they hit the ground and then they kick them, and then they slide on the floor, so they just pull them. So there's a lot of ways you can use a wire. You know what I mean? But just be creative, be safe. Creative and safe. Any other questions?
Have you done any ratchet work with vests?
No. No.
Sounds crazy dangerous to me.
Yeah. I've seen it. And
What is that?
It looks like
I'm not
it hurts. It's like you get a quick pull. It's a machine that pretty much, and sometimes they don't even put a ratchet on. They'll have it like more on a wall, and what happens is they'll run, and as soon as they hit the end of that line, they just fly back. It looks like it's painful.
Horizontal bungee.
Like it definitely, like every time I've seen it, I was like, man, I'm glad I. Yeah.
Who, in your opinion, does the best fight stunt work today?
Fight stunt work?
Yeah, in movies.
8711. Everything that they've done in American movies, like the John Wick series, Atomic Blonde,
Okay, that was my next question.
Love Hurts. Like they understand stunts very, very well. They understand fights. 8711, that group. To me, they're awesome. Outside of that, I mean, dang near everybody in Hong Kong at one point was crazy.
Yeah.
Like most of the Hong Kong stunts are just insane. But my favorite today will probably be, I mean, in terms of fights, I'd say Donnie Yen.
Yeah.
I love Donnie Yen. Like he is chaotic and beautiful.
Yeah, I took Wing Chun and he does all the Ip Man series.
What was that?
Chaotic and beautiful. Donnie Yen. If you want to see any of his movies, there's Killzone, there's Flashpoint. Flashpoint, of course, Ip Man. All of that, you know, is good. But a lot of his other films, I like the fights, but the movies are like real sappy. Was a Special ID. I don't know if you've seen that one. Like the fight is great, but it's, and there's another one, Raging Fire. Again, great action sequences. Fights are good, but it's like real sappy. You remember that movie Heat?
Yes.
It's like Heat with martial arts.
Oh, okay.
But they take very like dramatics over the top. Like it's almost like a soap opera.
Right.
Then they start fighting and shooting. It's weird. But the action sequences are really good to study. If you want to study like some really good action sequences, those would be some really good ones, especially the fights. And with Flashpoint, he uses MMA in a way that you realize how, not to say MMA isn't brutal, but the way he uses it in the movie is something to see. Like, it's definitely something to see.
I mean, if we're just recommending action movies, The Raid 1 and 2
Absolutely.
are both phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Silot and
And you know, speaking of that, Gangs of London. I don't know if any of you have heard of Gangs of London. The person who made The Raid and The Raid 2, he does Gangs of London, and those fights in there are just as brutal. Like the action sequences and everything in that is brutal. So if you do want to see a modern, action movie that's almost a horror movie, The Raid series. Watch The Raid and The Raid 2. Or Raid Redemption. They call it Raid Redemption.
yeah, I think it's like Barandal, I think is the official subtitle, but yeah.
Yeah, that's, I think, part 2.
What do you think of the fight in Training Day? Where they were on the stairs and they were the chair and everything, I mean, that was...
Those fights are good. They're brutal. I usually tend to go more, what's the word? I won't say more choreographed, stylized. I tend to like more stylized fights. Though there are some like realistic fights that I do like, you know what I mean, when it comes to fight scenes. I can't think of like one off the top of my head that like stands out. But that one is good.
I'll give you one. It's an old movie, but it was the best fight scene I ever saw between two old men. It's called The Boys from Brazil, with Gregory Peck and Sir Laurence Olivier. So Laurence Olivier was a Jew who was hunting down Germans, and he found Gregory Peck, and they got a fist fight, and that thing was ridiculous. Them old men was. Look that up, y'all. The Boys from Brazil, the fight scene.
I'll stick with Kung Fu Panda.
Good fights, actually.
Have you had any conflicts with SAG? Do you carry a SAG card?
No.
Have you had any conflicts with SAG on jobs?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
They're not that bad.
But yeah, no, I've not had any SAG problems. Thank goodness. And everybody that typically has worked with me, they like working with me. But I usually try to keep people safe. I like to have fun, you know what I mean, on the set. And, you know, I just want to make everybody look good.
Rick Fike is a good guy here locally.
Yeah, Rick Fike. He's good. He does a lot of work around here on the sets. So.
You ever work with this group, or have you been?
I've worked with a couple of people from the group. Done a couple of fight things, stuff like
The
that.
Matt King.
I've worked with Matt a lot.
I like that fight that you guys had, and with the swords in it was like two different groups, and they were, I think it was Summer, and what was it, I can't remember, it was a ex-U or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Wusha, yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. That
Those
was,
some hot summers and cold winters. We had some fight scenes in like 14-degree weather that nobody like knows, but like that end fight scene was cold. Cold. Yeah, heaters in the trees, couldn't feel heaters.
Heaters were in the trees.
Yeah, they were trying to invest to like make sure everything was heated up. And then the bad guy wore a cutoff. I was like, I wore a whole winter coat and had to still.
that was a great film.
Yeah. Yeah, Wusha was at the Code, which is on Tubi. So
Is it?
check that out. Yeah. And a couple of the films I have on Tubi is Assassin's Game and Rumble TV.
That's the one I want to see.
Rumble TV. It's on Tubi too.
That looked like that was fun.
Assassin's Game is an action. It's an action love letter to like 80s and 90s action movies and anime. And Rumble TV is an action comedy satire about reality television. So they're on Tubi. Check those out, and you can see some of my work there. I've done a lot of work for Johnny Woo, and a lot of his fights, his stunts, and stuff like that for most of his movies, as well as second unit directing, and many other films around town. So, if you need to fight, small or large, I can do it. Any other questions or thoughts? No? I think we can wrap it up a little early. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you.